Well, 3 men are on the loose tonight, accused of breaking into a home overnight and shooting someone inside. Police say it happened around 3 this morning along the 4300 block of Crested Butte on the south side of Corpus Christi. That's near Weber and Yorktown.
Now, police tell us the 3 masked men forced their way into the home. When the homeowner confronted them, the men shot the 44-year-old man in the leg. Police say this serves as a reminder to let them know about suspicious activity.
We tell everybody any time of year, just be aware of your surroundings, and if you see anything suspicious, people acting suspicious, call us. Let us deal with it.
Yeah, police tell us the victim should be okay. Now, they are canvassing the area for security cameras in hopes of tracking down video of the suspects and their car. If you know anything, call Corpus Christi Police at 886-2600.